I think the QR code still works. KRAZ-TV. Scan the code, it's 2026. And guess where we're at? I'll tell you in a moment. We're at the Rock Yard. Well, it's official. It's 2026. Thank you for being here. Hi, I'm the host of Tucson Mineral Mile, and we're down here at the behest of the press, KRAZ-TV, at the Rock Yard. And here's where we're at. And yes, that is a gold nugget. That's called the Thunderbolt. We photographed that in 2015. So we've been doing this quite a while. And we want you to come down this year. It's going to be a great show. And we're here, Tucson Mineral Mile. And they are, of course, one of our biggest, well, what do you call it? Supporters. Gonna go sideways, go inside. This is inside the Rock Yard at 615 Lester. So all those barrels have got rough. So they do a lot of lapidary wholesale, but they also have a nice polished groups. And then, you know, of course, he had a nice big collection of fossils that he got, a couple, or not fossils, petrified wood. But I think he had an opportunity for, may have some fossils too, but it's they're an old collection, so he really got a lot. But here at the Rock Yard, they're along the Tucson Mineral Mile. That's that area all the way from, inspired by the Tucson Miracle Mile District, from the western terminus at the Miracle Mile and I-10. You know, we showed you Prince 10 over there. And I'm wondering, will that be our new venue? Make a great place for a mineral show there. But anyway, where we're at down here, well, is all these other buildings. Well, back here. That is Northwest Minerals, their wholesale. And then there is Gem and Mineral Park. And up there is Mineral Galleries. I'm using an old hand camera. You know, I'm the press here and we've been at it for 15 years. So excuse some of my eccentricities, but we do show you the truth and the flavor and all the wonderful people here along the Tucson Mineral Mile. So there's like 300 dealers. Right across over here is Mineral City. They have like 104 there. Probably gonna have to cut a little bit out of the back of this, but look at all these giant rock. I mean, this is lapidary, and there's like 200 different species and types, and all those barrels all have a sign on them. So we had a slideshow. Maybe we'll put that slideshow and rerun it for all the products in all those barrels. So there'll be jade in every country from China, New Mexico, and it's all down here at the Rock Yard, barlowsgems.net. We'll see you on the backside of tomorrow. Thanks for watching KRAZ-TV, and listen, the train is down here on the Tucson Mineral Mile. It comes in by train, and a rail, and trucking, and all that. So thanks for watching, and it's our brand new show for 2026. And yes, Barlow's has a winter show here also. barlowsgems.net from the Rock Yard, KRAZ-TV, and Tucson Mineral Mile. Goodbye. Well, guess where this is at? It's Mineral City Shows. Now this is another venue. They have 4 big buildings. So they have buildings like this here on down through to nearly the end of the block there. So they just happen to be somebody in here loading minerals. So I'm going to walk around and show you. Oh, Samora Minerals. They're some of our most favorite people, and they had the Samora Minerals down at the railroad track on Maine. They're still on Tucson Mineral Mile. And there's a puppy. So here we are. Pinnacle 5, we've shown them. And of course at Mintang, Miner's Lunchbox, Samoa, DMS Collective, Shishing Mineral and Jewelry, and the Crystal Circle. All here at Hall 3. And then all those dealers down there, and down there, down there, down here. And here's Way Too Cool. Now they have a lot of fluorescent, shortwave, ultraviolet minerals. So Way Too Cool, Opalescent Daydream. Oh, Capistrano. You've got to go watch last year's show from Capistrano Mining. We gave him a feature, and he's such a nice guy. And he lives here in Tucson. Besides, his business is here year-round. So a lot of people have invested in staying with Tucson because, well, minerals and all of this is their love, their career, their livelihood, and way in life of tradition that, well, it's frankly well sought after. Thanks for watching KREZ TV, a Tucson Mineral Mile. Yes, we're still the press. And I'll keep showing more, but we're only here on the first Saturday in January. So from Building D, is this Plata? No, it's not Plata. Ventura? I don't know. But it's right off of Miracle Mile, which is Tucson Mineral Mile. I'll try to make a little bit of I'm going back to make a slideshow of the signage. Wow, I just met the guy who's here. He's got Grateful Earth. And he's down here. He said, go ahead and take pictures. And he's heard a little bit about me. But he's going to go check out Tucson Mineral Mile YouTube channel, kreztv.com, and Tucson Mineral Mile and Gem and Mineral Exchange. And there you'll see the shows last year, this year, and if it comes on next year. But for 2026, I'm Doc Martin here at Mineral City Shows. There's a flag underneath the American flag. You know what that flag says? Well, here at the Elks, I can tell you what it says. Lest we forget. We will never forget. Never. So anyways, I'm Doc Martin for KREZ TV, Tucson Mineral Mile. We're standing at one of the corners that influenced and inspired Tucson Mineral Mile to rename it in honor of all of these mineral dealers up and down here, Tucson Mineral Mile. And it's been a real influx of revenue, service, and like there's, well, Sun Gemstones right here behind me. They have 8 or 10 dealers. The Jewel Tunnel, they have Arkenstone and a few other dealers in there. And right down the street is the Rock Yard. And then right behind here, I just shot a few minutes ago, the Mineral City Shows. And there's 140 dealers in that complex alone. And they've been there for 7 years. So it was all built special just for the gem dealers, where they have a showroom, a secure storage, year-round, and nice looking spaces. And they're all conglomerated, so that they all, well, when people come down, they've got a choice, you know, and everybody has their own gig going, so nobody's stepping on anybody's toes. It's one of the most cooperative adventures that I've ever seen here at the Tucson Mineral Shows. So, the Tucson Gem Shows. And, well, this is the road behind me, is Miracle Mile, and it runs all the way down that way to the convention center. And that is where the Tucson Gem and Mineral Society has the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show registered. So this is the inspiration. When I looked up and saw this sign, I knew it. Historic Miracle Mile District. And Lester, that's where the Rock Yard is, that way. And Queen of Rocks, she's a couple blocks there. We'll maybe go by there. If not, we'll stop there tomorrow. But I'm really going around and showing you the pre-show setups where the buildings are, and I'll start showing you magazines, show guides, shuttles. I'll talk about the shuttles. You know, when you stop at these hotels, you can park at like Congress and Granada, Maine, and the interstate right there. There's a shuttle pickup, and they're free shuttles. You can get on them and they'll take you. Well, the orange shuttle will go to one hotel, green shuttle will go to another one, a blue shuttle, and so they go to all over, and they run us through as soon as they get done dropping a load of folks off. They come back and get another load, and so you can ride back and or pick up an orange and go from one show venue to the other. So the shuttle idea is great. Now downtown, at the end of the Tucson Mineral Mile, where the Coliseum, or we call it Tucson Convention Center, from there the hotels, there's always wholesale and a lot of high-end gems and diamonds and things like that, and rare and precious gems in some of the hotels. But out along the interstate where people have large statues and obelisks and you know, 10-ton rocks and well, hundreds of pounds, down like bookbinders. He has chairs and bathtubs all made out of quartz and rose quartz, and he was down at the end by the railroad track for a year. So he, even though he's at somewhere else, they're still all on the Tucson Mineral Miles as far as I'm concerned. There's Raining Rocks. She's out at 3844 5th Street, and she was down Raining Rocks on Main. And she put in my hand a piece of the moon and a piece of Mars. And I said I held them on Earth and held the love that everybody has for Tucson and this great, well, look at the flag up there. Be happy we're here. How long will it last? Well, at least we hope till our birthday, right? 250 years coming up. And remember that flag underneath? Lest we forget. MIAs, POWs, never will we forget. 2026 on Lester. It's Jim Galleries on Lester. Right across the street, Gem and Mineral Park, Building A. There it is, folks. Gem and Mineral Park. Here on Lester. 2026.